Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome to my very first Black Ops 4 best class setup video. Over the next few weeks I'm going to be running through all the weapons here in Black Ops 4 and giving you my thoughts on the weapons, as well as recommending some class setups for you guys to try out yourselves. We'll be starting things off with the assault rifles. ARs are the meta in the game right now. If you want to do well, you really can't go wrong with any of the assault rifles. So I'm going to be kicking things off with the very first assault rifle which you unlock, which is of course the ICR 7. I see a lot of people saying that this gun is overpowered, that's the best gun in the game. I'm not really sure about that, but it is definitely a really good gun. One of the reasons that makes the ICR so good is that it's so versatile. It can really hold its own at most ranges. Meaning that you're always going to have a fighting chance no matter which situation you find yourself in. Now the reason I think most people like the ICR is it's also extremely accurate. Very low recoil, really easy to use. This makes it a great choice for people who are just starting out in the game. If you're new to Black Ops 4 or the Call of Duty series, I'd highly recommend running the ICR. So what we're going to be focusing on with our ICR class setup today is the accuracy. We're going to be taking the ICR's impressive base accuracy and really trying to build on that as much as possible. Starting things off with the sights. The iron sights on the ICR are decent. If you want to rock the iron sights and save a slot for something else, then go ahead. But since we're trying to make this gun as accurate as possible, I like to stick with the reflex sight. Since the maps in multiplayer aren't very large, you shouldn't really need anything more than a 2x scope. It all comes down to personal preference, of course, so really just go whatever you're most comfortable with. Moving on to our attachments now, and we're going to be running Grip 1 and Grip 2. Now Grip 1 works just like previous Call of Duty titles and reduces your recoil when you're aiming down sights. Grip 2 is something a little bit different and isn't really something we've seen in the form of an attachment before. First of all, it reduces your idle sway before firing, which is always a nice bonus, but I can't really say that I notice it that much. The main reason I like to run Grip 2 is that it reduces flinch, so it's just like toughness from previous games. As we know, there is no toughness perk here in Black Ops 4, so Grip 2 really comes in handy and can make all the difference in a gunfight. If you're trading shots with your enemy, you have Grip 2 but they don't, you're going to flinch less, making it easy for you to get your shots on target and get that kill. I also like to run a third attachment on the ICR, which is FMJ. Now this one is entirely up to you. If you want to swap it out for another attachment or perk, then go ahead, but me personally, I like to run FMJ. Body armor can be a real pain in the ass to deal with in this game, but with FMJ you don't need to worry about it at all. It's an extremely strong counter. Not only does it ignore the damage reduction of the body armor, but it also breaks the armor on the first shot, meaning your teammates can deal full damage with their shot even if they're not running FMJ themselves. FMJ also comes in handy when going for those wallbangs. Because of the higher time to kill in the game, I often find myself landing say 3 or 4 shots on my target, only for them to duck behind cover. With FMJ you can go for that wallbang and you'll find yourself picking up a few extra kills. I don't like to run secondaries on my classes. I find them extremely situational. I'd much rather use that slot for something more useful, but if you like to run a pistol or a launcher or a shotgun in this game, then go ahead. It just means sacrificing something else. Moving on to our gear. Personally, I like to run the acoustic sensor. It's like having awareness and sixth sense all rolled into one. Extremely powerful even after they nerfed it last week. If you're the type of player who likes to go balls deep, really get in the enemy's face, then Stim Shot is also a great choice. For our equipment, I like to run our specialist equipment. I don't see the point in using up a class slot on anything else. For our perk 1, I like to run Scavenger. Run the Scavenger on pretty much all of my classes. There's nothing worse than running out of ammo when you're going on a long streak. If you're not really worried about running out of ammo, then Tac Mask or Flak Jacket are also great options. Moving on to perk 2, this is going to be Gung Ho, which is really powerful in this game. Not only does it let you shoot, heal and reload while sprinting, but it also dramatically reduces your sprint out time. Being able to get your gun up and shoot first is a huge advantage in any gunfight. which is why I like to run it on most of my classes. Finally, for our perk 3, and we will be running Dead Silence. Because the acoustic sensor is so powerful at the moment, I think Dead Silence is an absolute must on all classes. Not only does it keep you off the enemy sensor, but it also reduces the sound of your own footsteps, and that makes it easier to hear others around you, especially if you're running acoustic sensor yourself. So that's the end of the video, guys. Don't forget to tune in next time when we will be taking a look at the Rampart 17 assault rifle. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you on the next one. Peace.